From my earliest gaming days, I've always had a very soft spot for racing video games. They've been some of my favorites. I think that most people can agree that speeding around at hundreds of miles an hour, smashing into cars and buildings, and doing whatever illegal and terribly violent things that you could do at high speed is a pretty common fantasy. Maybe the reason I like racing games, and even the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise so much, is because of how well video games can capture the feeling of speed and adrenaline that comes with moving at such a high velocity. I mean, gotta go fast, am I right? Why do so many of these suck? Don't worry, narrator Peter, I know why. But I'm you, and I ask because I don't know. Well, that's because we're stupid.
You could have just had me ask why so many racing games suck.
We're still stupid.
There's only one of you.
Stupid! Now, I don't know much about developing games or the process that goes into making them, but I would assume that the racing genre would probably be one of the easiest to make, therefore there are thousands of them, therefore a lot of them suck.
Does the Sonic series even count as racing games?
Kinda.
Does that make the genre better or worse?
Kinda. What's up with more bad racing games? Because Patter can't make full videos on any of these games but still wants to make fun of them. The first game in this episode is really dumb. Reckless, the Yakuza missions. Those are good missions. This game is poop. It put me through poop to record it, and just look at the terrible language it's making me use. I was actually going to make this video just about this GameCube pube and its cringeworthy cutscenes, but there were only 2 cutscenes. I thought there would be more, but I guess not. There might be some at the end of the game, but I'm not going to play through the whole thing. So what is this game? Well, it's basically Grand Theft Auto, but with dorky anime-style characters, and dorky characters.
Chubby Wubby, this is Hubby Dubby. Are you there? Hubby Dubby.
On the main menu, you can choose from Dragon Adventure or Spy Story.
That's pretty hip.
Hubby Dubby.
We'll start with Dragon, because who gives a shish? The story starts with these 2 people. I know nothing about them because they're never introduced besides this one likes pudding.
I just love this stuff.
And this one's got black hair.
Aren't we supposed to What was that?
Then they get hit by a bunch of trucks and pudding falls on the ground.
No! My pudding! I just love this stuff.
And he was a good friend.
I'm gonna get you for this!
Let's kill them all! To kill them, which is actually what we're trying to do, you're pretty much just smashing everything and kill everyone, and then you shoot the drivers in the head.
Help me!
Madoka, stop! These guys were driving the armored van, not the Yakuza cars! Huh?
The gameplay is honestly pretty fun at first. The cars controlled generally well, and the chaotic destruction of everything is very satisfying, but you don't really get to enjoy that part of the game as much as you should. Every mission is either timed or has you protecting some kind of friendly car, and so you don't get to just explore or smash stuff at your own leisure. Leisure. I don't like when people say leisure. I don't like myself. As a result, the game can get old and frustrating pretty fast. Spy Story.
What a story.
Chubby Wubby, this is Hubby Dubby. Are you there?
Stop.
Yeah.
Nope, I hate it.
You're not saying I look chubby in this, are you?
It's just a code name, Chang. That's what this job's all about. Code names.
No, it's not. It's about making me cry.
Hubby Dubby! There's a cop right behind you!
Shut up! Get back to the car, Chang!
You're supposed to use my code name, ho!
Wait, did he just call him a hoe?
Let's take down the armored car and steal the goods. Then we rendezvous at the airport.
Fix your face! This story is pretty much the same. Do a thing while being timed and not having as much fun as you should.
Hey, Jackie. We brought you the goods.
Excuse me, but why do we have to wear these suits?
I don't know, but...
Guys, it's okay. That's what spies wear. Suits.
Whoa, guys, chill.
Guys.
Put your guns down. Cool. It's easy. It's cool. All right, just chill. I know it's not easy. Wearing suits and being so dang ugly, and that's all the cutscenes until the end of the game, and I can't find them on YouTube, so hey, we're done with this one. It's not awful, it's just kind of bad and not good. For my review, I give it a no. Next game, watch this clip. As you can see, this is the best game ever created. Although not technically a racing game, Dave Mirra BMX Freestyle 2, mouthful of a name, is a gift that I've been wanting to give you guys for so long. It's a freestyle BMX where you can play as Slim Jim. Man. And it's the best thing ever. But Pinterest, I thought this was a video on bad racing games, not best thing ever games. To be fair, when you try to play through this game and complete its objectives, it's pretty frustrating and the controls are pretty bad. You could easily consider this to be a bad game, but in terms of how much fun you can have not progressing through the game, I want to grow up to be just like this game. This game is pretty much the ultimate evolution of slapstick comedy, and despite most likely putting more hours into it than I did with most good games on the same console, it just never gets old. To give you all the real Dave Mirra experience, I don't know how to pronounce his last name. I'm gonna stop talking and give you all a montage of death.
Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. She was looking kind of dumb with her finger and her thumb in the shape of an L on her forehead. Well, the years start coming and they don't stop coming. Fed to the rules and I hit the ground running. Didn't make sense, not to live for fun. Your brain gets smart, but your head gets dumb. So much to do, so much to see. So what's wrong with taking the back streets? You'll never know if you don't go. You'll never shine if you don't glow. Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on, go play. Hey now, you're a rock star. Get the show on, get paid. All that glitters gold. Only shooting stars break the mold.
Pure perfection. I won't ruin it by talking about it anymore. Next game. Do you like reality TV shows? American Chopper, the game.
What?
American Chopper is a TV series about guys who build motorcycles. Video game.
Have only 2 weeks to build 4 custom choppers for one of the baddest custom chopper competitions in the nation.
Why would you want to go in it if it's bad? Choose your fighter.
His careful assessment of difficult situations has earned him respect from all.
I don't respect him.
They're letting me borrow some armored pieces for reference for the gladiator bike I'm building.
And then Vinny died. Oh, Pete's leaving. I'm out, guys. See ya. I lost interest. Lost me already, game. Good job, American Chopper. Only your show is better. I'm back. I'm out.
All right, punk. Time to set the record straight and show you I still got it in me.
I show you that I can act. Fight me, brother! No, Paul. Paul, just stop. You clearly don't have it in you.
To help us deal with implicit bias by retraining a lot of our police officers.
Get started right away.
In my book, that goes a long way.
I need some inspiration.
You're asking me for my ideas?
This dude doesn't even know how to say ideas.
Get a feel for the work and the machines, and you'll get inspired.
And so out Junior went to find inspiration. And Junior just straight up died. If you get bored of the main game, though, you can always check out the extras, such as American Chopper, Activision logo, Crate Studios logo. Why would I want to look at logos?
American Chopper the series, season 1 and 2. Own them now on DVD.
I bought your crappy game. What more do you want from me? Funny thing is, this game is just kind of the opposite of Reckless, where Yakuza missions had kind of fun gameplay and awful cutscenes. This game has kind of fun cutscenes and awful gameplay. You just can't control these vehicles half the time and you have no idea what you're doing. Now, I will say that for a game based on a reality TV show, it surpassed my expectations, but it still managed to stink. It's American Chopper. What did you expect? Next game. So far, as poorly done as some of the games that we've looked at can be, at least they are racing games and follow the basic formula of go forward or turn left or turn right, which makes the genre sound really great. At least they can get that right. Even if they are poorly done, they are still racing experiences. Unlike this next game, which isn't a racing experience. It's just an experience. And a very sad one. I don't want to sound like I'm saying that graphics matter for a game to be good, but for racing games, they do to some extent. You have to have some technology there. At least for me, anyway. This is Cubics, robots for everyone, and it's not fun. And it's got a weird name. This is Mario Kart Super Circuit on the Game Boy Advance, and it's ridiculously hard, and it's not fun. This is Tails Adventure, and it's frustrating and has nothing to do with anything. Heck, even the original Mario Kart on the SNES just wasn't that fun to me. All of these games have the same issue for me. As games, they're fine, most likely. I haven't really thought much about Cubics. As games, they're fine. They range from fine to actually very good, but as racing games, they just don't have the ability to hold the same merit as racing games do today. For a racing game to be a good racing game for me, you really have to have the ability to see more than 10 pixels in front of you so that you can make decisions and plan accordingly without trial and error. If you can at least have that, then I can enjoy you as a racing game. And if you don't have that and are fun anyway, then that's cool. And yes, Mario Kart on the SNES had a minimap, so it's not that difficult, but overall, I just didn't enjoy those games as much as I do racing games nowadays. They're actually all okay in my opinion, but I just didn't have fun with them, and that's just my personal opinion. So what if you mix those graphical setbacks with just being a crappy game in general? You get Midnight Club Street Racing. Wow. This is my favorite racing theme yet. So let's try out the main campaign. You get a nice amount of cars to choose from, but one's a car, and the other is mud. But I guess you have to unlock them, so let's begin. Chapter 1. Last chance. Kick it! Launch. Kick it! Out of my way, you stinking cabbie. You couldn't keep up with Elmo if you tried. Elmo should invest in a face. So, I guess you just kind of drive around. You get this arrow that doesn't help you. You get this music that would sound dated if it were on an original Game Boy game. After a lot of pointless smashing into civilian cars for an hour, you figure out that the arrow points to Elmo, and you have to literally just drive in front of him to pass the mission. Which is more fun said than done. So you catch up with Elmo, and he says he wants you to race his homies, and it's just a big mess. Then there's other missions, but I accidentally restarted my game, and I don't want to play the first mission over again, so I'm sorry, I can't tell you if we ever beat Elmo. Oh, thank goodness the cops are here. Please take me in. I don't want to be in this game anymore. Officer? Okay, you chill there. I'll just keep hitting you until I die. Yes, thank you, finally. My review is a generous, regretty out of spaghetti, would hit with a machete until it's deady.
The no Sonic content meter is going up.
Oh no, what does that mean?
You need to talk about something Sonic related soon or you'll lose subscribers.
Okay, I better get on that. Wait, why can't I just talk about Sonic without being considered a gimmick? How come I can't make videos on anything else without it being considered a big deal or out of the ordinary? Why is my creative options so restricted to a singular series that it can be the only thing that I care about in life?
Nobody ever says that. You wrote that whole meter thing into the script, so I was just kind of following along.
Okay. Sonic Rivals. I've already talked about this game in another video, but in that same video I also talked about every single other Sonic racing game ever made, so just chill. I was gonna have to recycle content either way. Seriously though, this is one of those Sonic games I never really played, mostly because I heard it was just an average handheld spin-off, and after finally playing it, yeah, that's exactly what it is. The main idea of the game is to race a rival to the end of a 2D obstacle course. Depending on who you play as, this leads to finding new rivals or fighting bosses and normal Sonic stuff. Now, I played this a couple of weeks ago on my channel, and I talked about how this game was released within about 15 days of Sonic 06, and could have easily been the debut game for Silver. After reading your comments on the last video, I have found that this is Silver's canon debut game, because 06 is apparently not valid in the Sonic lore. Which is stupid. He went from being a time-traveling floaty guy from a doomed future, where he fights with his cat friend to keep the universe from dying, to being a dude who looks for Pokemon cards, and racist Eggman. He was so cool and so wishy-washy, and now he looks for cardboard images. Which is perfect for my own lore. Silver the Hedgehog. A Silver with a mission. To find his long-lost thing. The cardboard sliver. What perils will he face? What allies will he make? And what does it truly take to find yourself? Cranberry Slivers in theaters someday.
Stop, please.
As for the gameplay, it's not as fun as it would sound. You would think a 2D Sonic game with 2 players racing to the end of the stage would be pretty fun. I mean, Sonic is a speed-based game as is. Having a versus game would be pretty cool, but it's honestly pretty clunky and stiff. I had fun with it, and it's not too hard. The dialogue is interesting, and the bosses are pretty enjoyable, but it's overall just not as well done as you would hope. I have yet to play the sequel, Sonic Rivals 2, so hopefully that one will be a nice step up. Until then, I would just suggest playing the Versus multiplayer in the Sonic Advance series. It's a great way to enjoy this concept done right. So that was another bunch of the worst racing games that I've ever played, and I've got lots more. Why do I keep buying these? But don't get me wrong, the genre has plenty of really good games in it too, that's the reason I love it so much. Series like Need for Speed, Burnout, Driver, the good Midnight Club games, Mario Kart F-Zero, the good Sonic games, the list goes on for a long time. So why take the time and effort to shine light on these smudges on the otherwise pure window that is racing video games? I don't know, it's more fun, I guess. I would like to end this video by explaining why I think that Sonic games are considered racing games, so that the comments aren't just flooded with people telling me otherwise.
Why the sunglasses?
I don't have real reading glasses.
Those are blank sheets of paper.
Shut up. Well, many might consider a racing game to be a game where one competes against other players to complete a lap-based course. In such games as Mario Kart, one could also argue that a racing game is simply a game where a player must speed to a goal in a set amount of time and is not necessarily vehicle-based. As seen in games like Burnout Paradise, which may be considered racing games, many times their goal is to simply speed through a set path without opponents or competition beyond time itself. For those making the argument that a game with that concept could be considered a driving game and not a racing game, it should be noted that not all games in this concept involve driving a vehicle, as seen in Sonic R. You do not drive Sonic, rather you control him. Don't laugh just because it sounds funny, I'm trying to make a point. Therefore, lo and behold, a racing game to me is any game that involves controlling anything moving at a fast pace to a goal in a set amount of time. No cars needed, no rivals or competition either. Thank you very much, gotta go fast. And if you still don't agree that I can call Sonic games racing games, then explain to me how the Ratchet & Clank series is considered an RPG more than it is a third-person shooter. Amen. Hey, what is up, guys? Thanks a ton for watching this video. Sorry I don't actually know what the next What's Up With will be at the moment, but if you do want to find out as soon as I know what it is, I will be posting it to Twitter. Check out the link to my Twitter page in the description. I post updates to videos all the time there. And, of course, if you like this music, go and check out DJ Bassfox whilst you're in the description. His channel is there, and he's got tons of music much like this, and other original tunes as well. Definitely check that out. Thank you all a ton for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and as always, have yourselves a wonderful day.